Okay, I was born in Medellin, the city of Medellin, Colombia, in 1956. I did all my primary and secondary education there. And then I started my university program at the University of Antioquia, which is a large public institution, about 35,000 students. But it was the 70s, so there was a lot of political unrest. There were many episodes of the army coming into the campus and students getting shot and students getting detained. So I moved to Bogota, and I attended a Jesuit university, the Severian University in Bogota, and that's where I completed my undergraduate degree in biology, which is more or less the equivalent of a US Bachelor's of Science in biology. There was a Colombian connection. There was a famous scientist, Rodolfo Ginás, who was professor of biophysics at NYU and a very well-known neuroscientist. And I contacted him, and he talked to me and offered me some guidance, and that's how I decided to apply to NYU for a master's program. I landed at Kennedy Airport late at night, snowing. Started university was hard, was very challenging, partly because my study habits were not in good agreement with what was expected. Not having that certainty of what's going to happen tomorrow or in a few weeks shapes how you commit to work and how you commit to study. So it was very hard. I was not always interested in STEM. My passion as a child and my main interest was history. But when I was 16, I started taking chemistry and physics, and I saw a lot of my friends struggling with chemistry, and I said, this is easy. This is not only easy, this is fun and interesting. And then I realized science is more interesting than I thought, and is more interesting than history or than other things that have occupied me. I was applying to this program run by this well-known Colombian scientist, Rodolfo Ginás, and basically he told me, if you don't make an A in every course, we will not accept you. And I didn't have the study habits or really the ability at that moment to make an A in every course. So it seemed to me they are not going to accept me in this program. So I took the #1 train. I went to Columbia University. And I talked to people there, and they were very welcoming, and they accepted me right away. When I entered Columbia, I was not only not at a disadvantage anymore. In fact, I was at an advantage because I had taken 1.5 years of graduate classes. So my PhD program went very, very well. I did well. I published in top journals, and things went really well. And I met my wonderful wife, Pam. That's to me the best thing that has happened to me. When we finished our PhD, which we finished at the same time, we decided to go to California to do postdocs. And after some back and forth, Pam and I decided to follow the lab to the University of Texas in Dallas. And we lived in Dallas for 4 years. And I accepted a position as assistant professor of physiology at Emory, at the medical school. I was there for 6 years. And there was very little teaching at the medical school, almost no teaching. So I thought that I wanted to do more teaching, and this is when I decided to change my career a little bit. And I applied for jobs at liberal arts colleges, and it was a wonderful decision because I have been very happy at Carleton. It's a fantastic institution, have great colleagues. I teach, I do research, I have students working in my lab, I mentor them. I think the main thing that I learned new was how to become an effective STEM teacher, instructor, mentor, professor, guide of students working in my laboratory. So I would say that my contribution in Minnesota has been more towards helping shape a future generation of researchers and professionals.